So the only thing I know about you is that you clicked on this video, and I think from that I can extrapolate that you already know that bringing outdoor air into your home is beneficial for your health. But what happens when your outdoor air isn't exactly fresh? Usually, outdoor air has far fewer harmful gases or VOCs than indoor air, which is a big reason why it's healthier to breathe. But sometimes outdoor air does carry concentrated gases like from pesticides, factories, wildfire smoke, farm odors, that rotten egg smell from algae decomposition in nearby lakes, or even ground level ozone right into your home. Excuse me, am I supposed to simply accept the fact that sometimes the outdoor air quality sucks? You know what? It doesn't matter to me what I'm supposed to do because I do precisely what I want. So I rigged up a fresh air intake system that most people can install, even renters, even in apartments, that helps keep harmful outdoor gases or VOCs from coming inside. Okay, before we go any further, we need to distinguish between particles and gases. Particles, like from industrial emissions, dust, pollen, are larger than gases and can be captured with HVAC filters or HEPA filters. Gases, on the other hand, are just tiny molecules floating around, slipping right through both MERV and even HEPA filters. Some pollutants, like wildfire smoke, contain both particles and gases, just to make things more complicated. There tends to be more particulate outdoors than indoors. I traveled around the country proving that in this video of mine. In contrast, outdoor air usually has far fewer harmful VOCs than indoor air, but usually doesn't mean always or in every location. So I've already covered how to capture particulate from fresh air in previous videos such as these, so I won't be spending much time on it. But I haven't answered this question: how do we ventilate without bringing VOCs inside? If you want to remove them from your incoming fresh air, activated carbon filtration is the best option. Since we need to integrate carbon into a mechanical fresh air system, we also need a way to bring in air in a controlled, efficient way without letting in excess heat, cold, or humidity. That's why my favorite system for this is an ERV, and you know this if you follow my videos. So maybe you're thinking, if my outdoor air is usually clean, do I really need all this? Can't I just open a window? Well, in the previous video in this series, I broke down why opening windows, also known as lufting, isn't always the solution people think it is, and how it can even cause problems. Okay, so again, how do you actually integrate carbon filtration into a fresh air system? Well, I explored a bunch of different options and ultimately decided to go with AC Infinity's refillable carbon filter kit. This video is not sponsored by AC Infinity. I just often find that their products are the most well made. This filter has a 6-inch duct matching the diameter of my ERV's ports. It holds 8 pounds of carbon, far more than those thin carbon sheets, so it lasts longer and captures gases more effectively. According to AC Infinity, this filter lasts between 2 and 12 months before it can't adsorb or trap any more gases, aka saturation. Again, it's refillable, so you don't have to buy a whole new one. Now, if you're pretty sharp, like most of my viewers, you might be asking yourself this: how do I know whether it'll last 2 months or 12 months? I mean, that's a big spread. This is kind of where carbon isn't an exact science. You'll have to estimate based on how bad your outdoor air is. For instance, if you have like a terrible wildfire season, your filter isn't going to last long. On the other hand, if you rarely smell bad odors outside, but you just want to protect against like the possibility of your neighbor using pesticides in the spring, your filter might last closer to 12 months. I mean, use your sense of smell, like monitor whether smells are coming into your home through the filter. And if they are, replace the carbon. Okay, now back to the setup. So I did experiment with how exactly the carbon filter should integrate with the ERV. In this DIY window setup, attaching it right to the fresh air to building port is best for airflow. I only lost around 5 CFM this way. It also protects the carbon from hot outdoor temperatures because the air has already been cooled by the ERV's heat exchanging core. Keep in mind that air diffuses out of the carbon filter at a very low rate because of its large surface area, so you may want to position a fan near it to help circulate fresh air throughout the space. I'll also briefly mention that I extended the exhaust away from the supply to minimize feedback loop formation. Again, this carbon filter removes VOCs, but you still need to remove particulate matter, and that's where this filter box comes in. It holds a 12 by 20 MERV 13 Filtrete filter, which captures, dust, pollen, and other particles. It's larger and lasts longer than Brown's proprietary MERV 13 filter, but you can definitely use Brown's filter if you don't want to get this filter box. If you want to learn how to do a basic ERV installation, this video of mine shows a step-by-step process for it. One thing that I need to mention is that activated carbon filters are not perfect. They don't capture everything. The carbon in your fresh air intake will capture a significant portion of VOCs, but some molecules will still make it through. That said, it should remove enough to protect you from occasional spikes in pollution. Any residual VOCs that do slip through will be further diluted and dispersed by the steady stream of fresh air coming in. However, there are scenarios where you shouldn't ventilate at all. Like if you live in an area with extreme persistent air pollution, like right next to a factory that emits toxic chemicals that you can smell strongly most of the time. Also, when the AQI is hazardous from wildfire smoke. In cases like that, even the best filter on your fresh air intake won't sufficiently remove all harmful compounds before they enter your home. I don't want to give disingenuous advice here. If your outdoor air is consistently hazardous, the only recommendation I'd be able to make with integrity is that you should move. If you absolutely can't move, keep your windows closed at all times and buy an air purifier with a thick block of activated carbon for each room that you spend a significant amount of time in. I'll show you how to build a DIY activated carbon air purifier in a future video in this series, so subscribe if you want to see it, and turn on that notification bell. Speaking of air purifiers, some of you might be asking, why not just use an air purifier with activated carbon to reduce VOCs instead of having to go through the effort of installing a whole fresh air intake system? Others might be asking, why use an air purifier at all when you can just ventilate? So I'll answer those questions in the next video in this series. Okay, but to summarize this video, using an ERV with carbon filtration is the best way to bring in outdoor air, which is usually low in VOCs, while protecting against the times it is not. All right, huge news right now. I now have a Patreon. So if my videos have helped you and you want to see more of them more frequently, consider joining my Patreon. I have hundreds of video ideas and very little time to make them, unless more of you support me on Patreon. So the link's in the description. Thank you. Oh yes, and some more exciting news. I contributed to John Banta's new book, Mold Controlled. If you know his work, you know how thorough he is. I am absolutely honored to be part of such a comprehensive mold guide, and I'm really grateful to keep doing this work. If you learned something in this video, which you must have learned something, like it, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you know when I release my next video. Anyway, my fellow renegades, I salute you.